What is up, everyone? Welcome back. It is me, Bro WBT, and we are going over the new 1.2 update for Arc Raiders and everything that came with it. In case you missed it, in case you don't know, I am here to help. So, first, they have officially dropped Act 1, the North Line. They have already, 14 days in, already have dropped a new map and a whole bunch of stuff to go with it. The new arc that has been added to the game, Matriarch and Shredder. They have a new community event that has been unlocked, new items, and new quests to accept, and new weapons. So let's check out these patch highlights. First, we have reduced character movement latency on server to improve the desync problem where it looks like you get damaged even after a behind cover. They have also fixed an issue that prevented players from completing quests involving multiple objectives or item collections within a single round. They have reduced delay between shooting at arc and seeing impact effect on the target, which I didn't really see a problem, but I didn't know it was a problem, at least not for me. They also fixed various locations where players could fall through the terrain. Next is the balance changes. First, for the items, they have the Wolf Pack, the value from 3,000 to 5,000 coins. So if you want to sell them bad boys, you get even more money. The crafting for the Wolf Pack is 2 refined explosives and 2 sensors. But now it is 3 refined explosives plus 2 arc motion cores. So a little more expensive. I think the arc motion cores are a little harder to find, but not too bad overall. You get more money for it if you sell it, or if you buy it. So either way you want to look at that. Arc motion core and arc circuitry. To unlock. Before it was a refiner level 3, but now it is only a level 2. You can craft those at level 2. But for crafting them, it has went up a little bit. Before it was only 6 arc alloy, but now it is 8. It seems they have changed the balance for the launcher ammo. The value was 100, but now it is 2. This doubles trader cost to launcher ammo. And then crafting it gets 6 ammo for crafting. Before it was 5 metal parts plus 1 crude explosive, and now it is 4 metal parts plus 1 refined explosive. So less metal, but a more expensive, harder to find explosive. So again, all in all, not too shabby. For the spotter relay, the value went from 5,000 to 2,000. So they must have not seen that as a more expensive item anymore. They're like, knock off the 3,000 for it. So I guess thank you, devs. And security lockers. Security lockers were over providing valuable items and have been adjusted. So really they just nerfed it. You should have just said that. They nerfed the security lockers. Because I mean, you have to have a key to get in those. So I don't see the problem of having high value loot in there, especially when you're using keys to unlock whole rooms that have high value loot. They have fixed some XP on a couple things. They reduced XP per damage from 3 to 2 for the Bastion, Bombardier, Rocketeer, and the Leaper. So we don't get as much XP when we do damage to them. That's kind of lame, especially for the Rocketeer. And that motherfucker he is something else. That is someone you don't want to run into when you're out there on the surface. That is for sure. Reduced XP for looting arc parts. So Bastion went from 500 to 250. And the Bombardier went from 500 to 300. Like, come on, man. Those are hard arc to deal with. So I don't see why that had to be a thing. They have increased XP looting for arc parts when it comes to Rocketeer Thruster from 200 to 5, and a Leaper leg from 200 to 5 as well. So I guess you win some, you lose some. Can't win them all. Next on our list is content and bug fixes. So first up is the animation. Fix an animation issue where weapons are automatically slung when throwing grenades. They also fixed an issue where weapons were sometimes hidden when using deployables. They have also improved camera behavior to prevent clipping through walls and objects while jumping. So for the Ark, fireball enemies will no longer get stuck on security gates and will pursue the player accordingly. And lastly, they have fixed a bug which caused some enemies to take more fire damage than intended. There it is. So there was a thing that you could destroy super large Ark with just a fire grenade or a fire trap, where you just throw it on them and it would completely tear them apart. But I guess that is not a thing anymore. Big rip in the chat, everyone. We were all hoping they'd leave that in for just a little while. But I guess not. They got to it just in time. They have tweaked some things for the audio. They added a system default option for voice chat input and output devices to follow your operating system's default. They also have breathing audio has been adjusted for better balance between players with and without helmets. Breathing sounds are less audible over distance. So that's nice. That makes sense. Like, you shouldn't be able to hear the person breathing if they have like a full-on like helmet going on. So if that's the case, then that's cool. Added different audio effects to Scrappy while wearing various helmet cosmetics. There you go. I mean, I'm not going to pay that much money just to put a little hat, helmet on my chicken. Unless it comes with a bundle, of course. So I just stick with the free one they gave me for the pre-order or the deluxe version, where it's a little cowboy hat. Ain't nothing wrong with a chicken and a cowboy hat. You know what I mean? They fixed some things for the cosmetics, fixed an issue where party members would initially appear with the same base appearance. Big rip. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. I don't like looking the same as someone, and I especially don't want them looking like... I mean, they don't have that many character options in the first place, but I don't want you to look like me, bud. I hate that. Anyways. So for the maps, specifically the Dam Battleground, fixed locations in the dam where players could fall through the terrain, and fixed some collision issues on the dam where players could get stuck. So nice. For the Berry City, fixed locations in Berry City where players would fall through the map, fixed various flickering and clipping issues in Berry City, and fixed some locations where players could get stuck in the subway stations in Berry City. Next, they fixed some things in Spaceport, sealed one of the rooms in Spaceport's departure building, making it require breaching to access. The loot inside was adjusted to fit the effort required to enter. Nice. And fixed an issue where certain doors could not be breached from the inside in the launch tower. And lastly, in the Blue Gate, they fixed an issue where players could get trapped in the Blue Gate control room. I think it's the one where you put batteries in it, right? And if, like, let's say if someone was just coming by and took a battery out, the whole thing would just close and you're stuck in there. There's nothing you can do. So if that is the thing they're talking about, I'm glad they fixed that. It hasn't happened to me, but I've seen some posts about it where people were furious. They were awfully mad about it. So if that is the case, there definitely should be a lever in there that should open it up, especially because you're already on the inside. And they fixed some things for hatches. Fixed an issue where successfully entering a raider hatch did not grant immunity to damage and knockbacks. Okay, cool. And increased interaction distance for raider hatches. Like, I like when there's some like in the middle, you know, even kind of near a an elevator or something. Because, you know, come on, man. I'm not trying to run all the way to the outside of a map to get to a raider hatch. I guess it's kind of your prerogative. Would you rather fight for it or run all the way to the outside of the map? They have adjusted blueprint drop rates for raider containers. Interacting with probes, husk, raider caches, etc. now count towards looting container objectives. There you go. Find those. They will count for your objective. Fix an issue where you could not loot or unlock the DBNO player on steep slopes. And field crafting selection now stays on the same item after crafting. So really the only thing they fixed for movement is vaulting is now smoother. They did, however, patch some things for the UI, added an inventory item menu, option for splitting stacks. Added a confirmation message after submitting a player report to clearly indicate that the report was received. Certain enemy salvage items will no longer auto-assign to quick slots when looted. For example, wasp drivers, preventing unwanted quick slot fills. They have prevented showing blocked Discord users in the social screen when the Discord integration is on. And lastly, they changed the styling of some UI input hints. We have some utility patches. Fix an issue where the Blazer Grenade trap could deal more damage than intended. See, I told you, I was telling you about that. Reduced tick attachment time for the anti-tick field augment passive from 1 second to 0.5 seconds. They fixed an issue where a prompt would get stuck while fighting off ticks at the same time as the anti-tick field passive being active. Smoke clouds from items are now always visible at the same range as players. They have fixed an issue where the trigger nade explosives could bypass the brief invulnerability while entering DBNO, causing instant elimination. Invulnerability now correctly applies on downing. And lastly, fixed a bug allowing players to use the snap hook to go out of bounds in the spaceport bunker. And a patch for the weapons fixed an issue where firing while standing close to walls could cause bullets to veer sideways instead of the following crosshair. So what, man? They're doing it like from that one movie, they were like shoot, they go around the side, like veer to the side. That's crazy town. And last on this list, but not least on this list, they have fixed the greasing her palm quest in Spaceport. Now includes more thrusters that will complete the objective. But you know, you win some, you lose some. We got a whole new map, and also they have dropped some new cosmetics. So the first one that they dropped with the first patch was the Leviathan bundle, man. And that thing is so sick. I love the mariner look, time, diver suit. It just looks fire, man. It really does. It's just really cool. So the two newest outfits that you can get right now are the Umbra, which makes you look a little like a rogue, you know? And then the second one, which I think is the coolest one in my opinion, is the Torpedo. And that one is just fire to look at. It just kind of has like this, almost like a bounty hunter from Star Wars kind of look to it. It's really cool. And if I wasn't already wearing the Leviathan all the time, I would definitely be wearing that one. There you go, everyone. That is everything that came out with the November 1.20 update. And if you like this video, give me a like. And if you want to see more like it, hit that subscribe button. But either way, I will see you Raiders on the surface. Goodbye.